Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Form and Insight. This is your host and our co-host, Dance Maddox.
Tinko.
Like,
And today we want to address a serious topic that a lot of people attack it from different angles, but something I've been wanting to address for a while now. And it's about mental health of black men. This is a serious topic that a lot of us black men we deal with basically in the black community, and it seems to, as of now, we have a mental health awareness now, but for years that wasn't really a thing for us. So with that being said, kick it off, Tinka.
The way I feel about the topic today is real. It's like a touch and go. It's real sensitive for me because I did have a male friend that suffered with mental illness, and he wound up taking his life. Years ago, I had to be like 16, and I didn't really understand like what happened. Like he always was so happy around me. So as of now, as an adult woman, I always check up on my male friends. I give them encouraging words, either if it's like, did you eat today? Are you okay? Do you need anything? You want to talk? I'm here to talk. Yeah. A daily checkup. I do it with you guys. Right. But yeah, I feel like it's important that we check up on black men because you guys are always deemed to be the dominant, the strong person. You guys always have to be like, to protect the woman, and I feel like women are selfish at times and they don't check up on men, and I feel like it's real important to check up on the man because if this is supposed to be your king, why not care how he's feeling mentally? Even though another thing is a lot of men don't like to speak about how they feel because they don't feel like they heard. So
okay. I think I suffer from mental illness. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been through some shit. My mom was there; she was strong, but I went out there and I learned some shit, man. And I've seen some stuff growing up, and I've been through some things that I feel like that molded me to who I am today, and I don't blame anybody for the way I think, but I know that I had some type of trauma that won't allow me to think a certain way, Mm-hmm. And another thing is that as a man, or a colored man, a grown man, it's really kind of hard to express your feelings to people, especially in an environment that where I'm from or where we're from, we can't express ourselves because people tend to judge us or look at us a certain way or degrade us or say he's not actually a man because he cried or he went through this, so that nigga is this, or he done did this before, he done robbed some, he was locked up a couple times and, shit messes you up while you in there too. So like I say, I think we do need our queens.
Not to cut you off, something that I practice with my son, even though I allow him to cry, allow him to express his feelings, even though it's like limited communication between us due to his condition. But I let him cry. I let him have his moment. I ask him, Bubby, you okay? How you feeling? Are you angry? Are you mad? We have like charts up in the house. Point at how you feeling today. Just so he can express himself. I feel like parents, black women as parents, they should allow their kids to express themselves. Either if it's like having a weekly meeting telling their child, well, how do you feel we're doing as parents?
I agree.
What do you disagree with? How could we improve? Like, I would love to know, like, my son's intake. I wish it was better communication due to him having autism, so he has a speech delay. But I try my best, and I do it daily. Like, how are you feeling? Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we angry? Are you anxious?
Teaching emotions.
That's what we do every day. How are you feeling? Are you happy? Are you sad? And I'll let him take the Velcro sticker and stick it on the wall, and he's like, I'm happy. I'm like, okay, it's good to know that you're happy.
Like for example, I do agree with you on that because a lot of the men mental health issue comes from when he was young, right? Like even if the father, man up, ain't no time to cry, things like that. We are taught that you got to be a man at a young age. Even the mother do it to their kids too. Both parents contribute to their son's mental health. Cause they get older, they're holding a bunch of tears that they've been wanting to release. And then and later on in the line, they men, I'm telling you this, men want to tell people what they're going through. But a lot of people don't want to hear what men have to talk about. They'll switch it up to complaining. He always complaining. No, this person is really trying to tell you something, right? Because it's been the whole in his mind since he was a kid or a teenager. But a lot of women, for example, little girls, they got avenues to speak about when they get older, right? Teenager, whatever, got even grown women, avenues. They have safe spaces. A lot of men don't really have safe spaces. And back in the days, when the men had a little safe spaces, people used to shame them for it.
And another thing is, when men nowadays, when they meet a female that's different, and she's doing that daily check-in, how you feeling, a lot of men don't know how to reciprocate that. Some men think
True.
it's like, oh, it's phony, it's fake. But generally, there's women out there that really care. Like, hey, how you doing?
Like for example, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Another way where help contribute to the men's mental health, right? You see that men, a lot of women would guilt men. They would guilt them not doing X, Y, and Z, not to be able to provide for them how they seem fit, right? They're ashamed of, oh, you don't make X amount of bread, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, this black man outside fighting against the world, they make ends meet, and you come home and get shamed by your woman, or even one would tell you, tell me how's your day, tell me your secrets, and then the man is telling the woman,
and they use it as
his
ammo.
secrets or whatever, and the minute she get mad, she throw back in his face. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there contributes to that shit, man. Because men like, yo, damn, son, I confided into my woman, and now she looked in my face when she got mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is insane. Like, even like, for example, a lot of kids right now in the community right now is suffering from a lot of black men, teenagers too, are suffering from all kind of mental health issues, schizophrenic, all kind of mental health issues, right? And for example, my brother Pookie. My brother Pook, he's schizophrenic, mentally ill, right? My older brother Pookie, he got you saw him before. He talked to himself. Okay. And he have always old term memory. Everything is tapped, but he talks to himself because he was in the jail in the box.
I got in trouble one time, I think, when I met him. I don't know. Back then in the past, I think I had bought him some weed or a cigarette or some shit like that.
Probably did.
I got in trouble with your dad and everybody was like, what the fuck you buying him some weed for? You ain't buying him no weed.
That's him, right? That's him,
I did mean
so mind you, it's like when people see him, they walk by and try to judge him, don't realize he could snap at any second, right? So I mean, listen, you gotta be wary of people. Same thing with the
autism.
Jordan Neely situation. Even with him, he was mentally ill, right? Schizophrenic as well, but there's levels to it. So it's like my brother Pooh wasn't the violent type, the one that would wild out and hurt you, whatever. But he's the type of person that stand his ground. And I don't want him to get too aggressive because he's been that way since he was younger. You know what I'm saying? But some people out there would just attack you. So I just think that a lot of the community itself, the stress of expectations, the stress of entitlement from women, all this stuff contributes to men's mental health, and basically we need to have more awareness of men's mental health. Men feel like they left out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
I definitely agree. And then I feel like each community should have some type of center to inform people about mental health, men's mental health. There should be like hotlines, I'm pretty sure there is hotlines men can call for mental health issues. It should be like stuff in the neighborhood. Oh, if you feel like you at mental capacity, there's a safe space you can go. Whether it's using apps like Headspace, because we use it at work.
It's all mental illness. Mm-hmm. So it's a genocide. It's like basically a program. Right, so we can't blame anybody or say, wake up or find ways. It has to be a cure. You understand? Because it's a entrapment. It's a system that was set up for people to follow a curriculum. And if you follow it, it would mentally damage you. So that system was put into our society for us to follow, and it literally fucked people up generations and generations because it was planned. So I don't blame nobody for being fucking sick. I blame the white man. I blame the person who persecuted and manipulated my fucking generations and my family and my fucking ancestors. Went from physical slavery into mental slavery, and this shit is fucked up.
Even we mentioned the white man. The white man have also basically contribute to white man's mental health also. But the topic is about black men, so I get what you're saying. Because like say for example, like back in the days, right? Let's go with, remember that movie Dead Presidents?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite movies too.
And a lot of people didn't get the message in Dead Presidents. Like, you know, when he had his girlfriend, he had a baby, he went to the army, he came back.
Right.
So he tried to get the Men's Take character would try to get a job.
Yeah.
And the woman was giving him all kind of hell, motherfucker, blah, 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 giving him help and taking money from the pimp. If you realize the pimp was giving her money and she sided with the pimp and kicked him out the house. The pimp represented welfare. You know what I'm saying? But
this nigga just came from the army, fighting war.
Yeah, I'm saying, and mind you, protected the country, but she was shitting on him. I don't need you, because he couldn't find, he lost his job.
At the time, he didn't have
But she was taking the pimp money, getting me out the house. So basically what the government is doing is pimping black women to use them to also contribute to black men's mental health, because he went insane. And he started going out there robbing, boom, boom. That shit played with his mind.
Yeah, he had no other choice how to get it. At the moment,
because a lot of things, like I said, like women know. For example, I always say over and over, women know that black men have a weak spot for women. They know this. Men would just do whatever for black women. They defend them and do whatever, random whatever, and then you do their lives behind it. So now, who gonna protect us? Nobody protects men. Barely black men.
Nobody.
Like we don't have, like we are the protector, right? So I'm saying, if having all the type of shit, and then the woman you protecting, you take the family away from this person, this kid from this child, this father, use them at the pawn, that also contributes to that. Look at Kanye West, for example, right? Kanye West, for example, this dude has a clearly mental health issue, right? When he said slavery was a choice, black people turned on him. And I'm like, y'all watch the full clip what he was saying. People just turned on him. Fuck you, blah, 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 cancel Kanye West, turned on him. But then when you watch the Black Panther movie, Michael B. Jordan character, Killmonger, said the same thing that Kanye West said, and everybody went like this.
Wakanda.
Yeah. And I'm like, hold on, what the? Hold up, time out. You clapping because he's sexy? Like this, Kanye West said the same thing.
Not just clapping because he's sexy.
It's the same thing. But mind you, he was clearly bipolar, right? And black people didn't support his mental health. They tease this man. He coming out gaining weight off medicine. We tease this man.
Yeah.
And then I guarantee, God forbid, but something happened to Kanye West.
Oh my God.
He was a genius. Like, it's just crazy, son. Like, this guy is suffering mental health.
That's a fact.
And we play this man, and then we make fun of this man's wife getting humped on by a...
Ray J hit it first, I'm just saying that.
No, but my point is by a long white penis.
What's the guy name? The white guy?
I mean, I'm sorry, Kanye West. But yeah.
I forgot his name, man.
Pete. Yeah, Pete.
Totally Sullivan, some shit like that. No. Pete, yeah.
So my thing is, don't get me wrong. I think comedy can make fun of anything. I believe in that because it's dark comedy. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, people just bashing Kanye West, even with the Jewish comedy.